Welcome to the channel where we break the chains of mediocre aspirations and launch ourselves into the stratosphere of extraordinary dreams and ambitions. Imagine having a vision so vast and so audacious, it dwarfs every expectation and norm society has ever set. Sounds unreal? Stick around and you'll discover just how to unlock that potential within yourself. Most folks are like this: a buddy of mine who graduated college hoped, at best, to land an alright job. Just an alright job, not even a great one. That was the pinnacle of their life's ambition. On the flip side, I've got mates who were dead set on establishing their enterprises and scaling the millionaire summit before they hit their late 20s, and guess what? They're on the right trajectory. The real snag we face isn't around resources or opportunities. The crux of it is that many people simply cannot, or will not, allow themselves to think big. Pointing out that shifting your mindset is merely the starting line is crucial. Missing this first step and you're stranded in delusion. But if you can't even envision launching out of the starting blocks, you've already lost the race. Let's be frank, envisaging a goal just 100 meters ahead is no way to train for a marathon. There's a sea of hurdles, hard and smart work ahead, sure. However, if you're not setting your sights beyond that measly 100-meter mark, then what's the point? Value yourself more. It's so crucial, yet so overlooked. My circle couldn't fathom themselves earning a future lined with millions, nor could the guys believe they deserved the company of an amazing woman, nor to be among the ranks of those they deem successful. I'll tell you straight, if you're slapping bargain bin stickers on your own forehead, don't expect the world to price you any higher. If you're not your own biggest fan, how can you anticipate a fan club? It takes me back to Henry Ford's golden words: whether you think you can, or think you can't, you're right. He nailed it. Your mindset sets the scene for your life's unfolding drama. And let's tackle excuse-itis, chronic inflammation of excuses. I once asked an uncle he was full of success strategies why he hadn't made his mark. His answer? He pointed at his kids frolicking nearby. Even as a kid, that response turned my stomach. Those excuses build up, layer upon dismal layer. Shake off that shroud of self-pity. Remember folks, we're just warming up with thinking big. There's an encyclopedia of strategy to explore, a mountain of self-belief to build, and a thick glossary of excuses to discard. Do not become that guy who shifts the blame to his circumstances, his kids, or the alignment of the stars. There are legions of men with greater challenges, more children, and sparser resources who still muscle their way to monumental victories. So what happens now? You start by constructing grandiose skyscrapers of goals, solidify that self-esteem to be your foundation, and quit crafting escape clauses for your shortcomings. Your destiny isn't a lottery. It's an architecture, an edifice meticulously built by your choices, actions, and habits. And speaking of action, let's get those gears into motion, shall we? If this message rings any bells, if it stirs even a whisper of ambition within you, then consider joining our ranks. Hit subscribe, like, and that notification bell, because when you do, you're stepping into the arena of self-improvement, where the impossible is merely an invitation, and average is not in our vocabulary. As we draw this to a close, cast a glance over the road you've traveled so far. Ask yourself, what are the actions from this video you're going to hammer into your life's blueprint? Capcom calls on each of you. It's time to think with audacity, to live fiercely, and to carve a legacy worth remembering. Should you find worth in today's wisdom and wish to show your appreciation, a gesture awaits in the description below. Your support propels our mission, and for that, we are ever grateful. Here's to redefining the possible and tearing through the fabric of the ordinary. Until next time, stay driven, stay sterling, and remember, Max Sterling is more than a name. It's a mindset. Hello, gentlemen. Imagine staring down a delicious marshmallow. Devour it instantly or wait and earn a second one. It's a test of patience, one that unearthed remarkable insights into human behavior and success. This conundrum, known to preschoolers in the 1960s, became a cornerstone in psychological research. Today, we dive into the Stanford marshmallow experiment, decoding what it reveals about human potential and how it has shaped our understanding of achievement. Back in Stanford, Professor Walter Mischel's simplistic test proved anything but trivial. A single marshmallow was placed before children with a straightforward choice: eat it now or resist the temptation for a bigger reward later. The children's decisions, meticulously recorded, lay dormant until they matured. Their adolescent years unveiled correlations between the test and various life outcomes: higher SAT scores, reduced substance abuse, better stress management, all trailing back to their early showdown with a marshmallow. Even Susan Wojcicki, the leading name behind YouTube, emerged as a star in this test. Her extraordinary patience as a child was perhaps a precursor to her later professional triumphs. As the findings disseminated in the 80s and 90s, the psychological realm was abuzz. It suggested a tangible link between youthful self-control and adult success. But it was the why that perplexed many. Why did certain children give in while others persevered? Enter the hot and cool system of thinking. The cool system backs our rational side, helping us acknowledge benefits down the road. It convinces us that hitting the gym trumps the snooze button and that perseverance breeds rewards. Yet, the hot stimuli, with their siren call, disrupt the system. They spark impulsiveness, pushing the snooze button or snatching the marshmallow. Recognizing why some cave to hot stimuli more readily than others remains a challenging puzzle in psychology. Fast forward, and the narrative evolves. Studies revisiting the famed experiment, now with a critical eye on social and economic dynamics, suggest the original findings weren't as watertight as once believed. Turns out, children from affluent families are typically better at playing the waiting game. They're accustomed to abundance and can reliably expect rewards, unlike their less affluent peers who, when confronted with scarcity, may seize what's before tame a survival mechanism in its raw form. The real kicker is our ability to sidestep temptation by removing it altogether. Clearing alcohol from the home, outsourcing grocery shopping to evade junk food, selling gaming consoles to enhance focus. These actions highlight that while resisting temptation is tough, eliminating the option is far simpler. The marshmallow test, despite its recent scrutiny, undeniably left a lasting imprint on psychological thought. It's inspired investigations into attributes like grit and emotional intelligence, vital cogs in the machinery of personal and professional success. Yet, the field is in flux, caught in a replication crisis challenging the robustness of once celebrated studies. Overall, while the link between self-control and success is still up for debate, the influence of the marshmallow test endures. It's catalyzed a quest to better comprehend personal traits and their interplay with success. I appreciate your attention, my inquisitive viewers. Your curiosity fuels our journey through the intricate maze of social psychology. Keep your questions and insights coming. If you've enjoyed delving into this classic experiment and its widespread impact, subscribing will ensure you're privy to more discussions on psychology's frontiers. So, hit subscribe, drop a like, and sound the notification bell to fortify your mind and enrich your personal growth journey. Now, as you mull over the insights from today's session, ask yourself, which strategies for improving self-control and decision-making will you incorporate into your daily life? For those who found value in our talk, consider expressing your gratitude with a modest contribution. Your generosity enables us to unravel more of psychology's enigmas. The link is waiting in the description. Until next time, stay resilient and self-aware.